Hello, this is some food that just came out of my Harvest Right freeze dryer. It's miscellaneous fruit and some evaporated milk, or some people call it cream. I use these trays from the Family Dollar store. They're $1 each. They have a silicone base that when you freeze your food in there, you just push on the base and they'll come out. I'll sit it down here and show you. I do it kind of a quick way where I just use the palm of my hand and press them out. Sometimes they're a little hard to push because your freezer, if it gets really cold like mine, it makes it tougher to get it out of the mold. I've had this sitting here for a few minutes, plus I already ran hot water over the bottom, only because my freezer gets to 0-20, or I'm sorry, not 0-20, -20 degrees, which is very cold. They turn out almost the shape of a Rolo cup. It takes 1 tablespoon of product to fill the mold. So then I take these shapes and put them on my freeze dryer trays to freeze dry. Set those off to the side. Next thing I have are some applesauce, we call them pucks in my Harvest Right Freeze Dryers Facebook group. I use these mini muffin silicone molds. I put some homemade applesauce in the molds and then laid them on my tray. This green thing here is a silicone pan liner. I put one of the little applesauce pucks, if you will, in this dish. I'll add a little bit of water so you can see it reconstituting. And you could use juice, which would be even better to reconstitute. And I'll let that sit here for a minute while I show you something else. I wanted to show you this tray of raspberries. I took and cut them in half, and some of them I cut in thirds. Laid them on my tray. You can see they're very dry, which is good. And they're a little tart when you eat them after the freeze dry because it enhances the flavor. Now the bananas, I took and divided them into thirds, and I did not use a knife to do it. When you use a knife, it causes the banana to have a wet surface. So what I like to do is I take my banana, peel it of course, and then I break it into thirds like this. And once it's broken into thirds, if you take your banana, use your finger and press it right down the center of the banana, it will automatically divide into thirds. And then the only little bit of wet you'll see sometimes is in the center, but then you lay these on your tray, the outside of the banana laying down on your surface, they won't stick to your tray. But I like to use silicone tray liners when I'm doing bananas. It's just because bananas and pineapple especially stick to those trays like glue or super glue. And you just break it apart and lay them down. So it's really easy. Just take your finger and press right on down the center like that. Works very well. So let me get back to the applesauce. I'll show you it rehydrated here. Oops, sorry. Hi. My camera is falling over. Okay, here it is. You can see it's rehydrated very good. It's chunky applesauce. Let me give that a little bit of a taste here. And it's reconstituted back to what it was. I like it, and it's good, but I would probably reconstitute that with some form of juice, be it apple juice or another form of juice. Sometimes I will dehydrate a tropical fruit cocktail, and I'll save the juice, put it in my freezer, and I like to use that juice to rehydrate items as well. So, some more items for you to try in your Harvest Right freeze dryer. If you want to learn more about freeze drying with the Harvest Right, come over to my Facebook group, and you can learn from experienced freeze dryer owners. This is a silicone mat that's called, or accompanied by Lucente. This is a Wilton silicone brownie mold. I don't have any affiliation with any company, So these are just all ideas. This is a little flower mold that I've used. Thank you for watching. I'll put the link to my Facebook group down in the description. These 4 trays, by the way, took 22.5 hours to freeze dry. Thank you for watching.